wonderful day to you all out there in TV land. I know you missed me last week, and I was that's just something I had to handle up in Gatlinburg, and everything's all right. Everything's all right. It's in the Lord's hand. In fact, it's kind of a weird wake up today. I'll explain this in a minute. I woke up with 2 or 3 people definitely on my mind. 2 of them I can't check on, and 2 of them I'm not getting an answer on the phone. And one of them is my dearest friend. So pray about that, would you please? And we'll do what the Lord called us to do. I have here today, this is a little pouch that they keep these things in, but this object here on the is a Jewish prayer shawl. They they believe, and the Bible supports it, to go into your closet and there you pray to the God of heaven. And what they do is they put this around their shoulders. They put it around their shoulder, and it's even got a little built in. Very nice, very elaborate, very holy feeling, and everything. And then when it comes time to pray, they pull this over their head. See, and they go about their business as such. I don't wear it frivolously, and I'm only doing this to demonstrate to you all. Because after all, as Brother Ronnie Phillips just reminded us, as they believed a while ago, what it says in John 4 and 22. Now this is Jesus speaking. For salvation is of the Jew. Now you can hate all these people down here and all this. I could have brought a paper. I wrote an article about the Jew for the newspaper a long time ago. And in that I cited what these people had done for us that we couldn't get done. Polio, Dr. Jonas Salk solved that. Casimir Funk invented rubber. Where would you be and what would you be without rubber? I don't want to even think about it. When General Washington, in this fledgling country that we were forming and everything, when all the fighting was going on, it looked like the nation was going to get deformed before it got formed. We ran out of money. 13 Jewish bankers up around New England, that's all we had then, remember, got together and they came up with a tremendous amount of money. You know, they're noted for that. Well, that's what they did. And they used that money, gave it to our nation, and pulled us through that hitch up there. And this thing folds up just as easy as it comes apart. It's just a blessing. But anyhow, I'm not here to talk about that or them, but I'm talking about here to represent and talk to you about the Jew of all, in whom we have salvation. I am, y'all know I was missing last week and been going through some stuff, but during the last few days, things are just, as Mr. Smith on the 18th, remember the old TV program, the 18th? Mr. Smith always said, I just love it when a plan comes together. Well, God's got his plans. whether we know it or not, whether you're privy to it, whether you're partaker of it, or whether you just, I got nothing to do with no Christianity, ain't got no business. Oh, I was sitting at my supper table. Night before last, phone rang. As you know, I had missed the broadcast, so what Matt did in his wisdom, he just replayed the week before because these other boys weren't available or whatever the reason. But anyhow, so he replayed. Okay, when I answered the phone, there was a guy on there and he was crying. He said, Brother Elrod, I'm just so full. I'm just running over. I'm just watching your broadcast. And here it was, 7 o'clock on a Monday night. 7 o'clock on Monday night. Not 5 o'clock on Sunday night. Okay? 7 o'clock on a Monday night. And he says, I am so full and I'm just wanting to get over there and join you on that program. He says, I'm tempted to just... I said, wait a minute. It's got to be a replay. Where, who are you and where you live? He says, I'm from, I'm up from near Tennessee line, up at Bridgeport. I said, you're hearing our program at Bridgeport on a Monday night? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I said, okay. He said, I want to talk to you a minute, but I got to get back. His name is Cooper, Brother Cooper. Talked for a few minutes. I said, where you go to church? And he said, well, I haven't been going. He says, I guess I'm backslid. I said, well, you're not sounding like you're backslid. And he said, well, I'm really rejoicing because of your broadcast and what you're preaching and everything. And he says, besides, my daughter, Mandy Cooper, remember that name, she needs prayer. And just like my friend over in Huntsville that I go see, that's getting over alcohol and healing of the ACL that's just about ruined that one leg because it's the second time around with a torn ACL. I called over there this morning to make sure she was all right, and there was no answer. So I'm assuming she's getting even to the point of going back to work. That's God. That's God. That's God. That's God. That's what we prayed for last time I went over there, though. So that's the Lord. And he says, this daughter of mine says she sings in church, and that's where she's at right now. She's up there. She's up yonder singing. I said, where you go to church? And he said, I haven't been going. I go to, and he named about 3 churches. One of them was Grace. And so if he's listening when this comes out today, and what I told him, and I'm going to call him back to check and make sure things is going good like they're supposed to because we had prayer. So, Grace, I said, they're familiar with you. You're talented. You're singing. You've been singing in church. So you're not a stranger. You need to be back where you were. Yeah. If you fall back, then it's time to pick up and start all over again. And that's what you're going to do. And so Brother Cooper's listening today. I ask you to pray for them. Pray for that family. He and Mandy. I don't know if there's others in the family. But Mandy's the daughter, and she is. This is another connection. He says, I was thrilled by what you was talking about being delivered from alcohol. And then you talk about that girl over in Huntsville, and she's got that problem. Well, he says Mandy is the same thing. She is or was an alcoholic, and God just whoo! That's payday. That's payday. That's enough. I told him, and I'm telling him again. You made my day, brother. You made my day. So we're gonna be praying for you. Going to be praying for this. Got a message today that's going to be kind of varied, but part of it is going to be about a coming up event. And an event that you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss. We used to sing this song in church. This one pastor, he got such a thrill out of it, certain lines in it, that he would just shout. I mean, man shout. I mean, just holler, yeah. One of us finally went to him and says, do you realize that this song is about the man? It's written from the perspective of somebody that didn't get to go. He missed the rapture. He missed the rapture. He said, yeah, but there's other lines in there that tickle my soul and just make me want to holler, so that's why I do it. So each to his own. So we're going to have that song in a minute, and then we'll get into the message. But we're so thankful. Oh, God, I'm so thankful to be here, just walking in the Lord. And the boys just got through praying for me. I'm asking a special prayer. I'm asking a special prayer for Matt. He's going through some stuff that he shouldn't be. And it's because we have let him down. We need to pray for his complete and final healing. He's put up with this stuff. I wasn't around last week, and I'm remiss. I'm sorry. This is my buddy. This is my friend. This is my co-worker, and my heart bleeds for him. He freshly married him, and I can't think of her name right now, but anyhow, Amber. He and Amber. You pray for their home. Pray for him, that he will get his complete and final healing. Oh, he carries on, but he's hurt. So pray for him, okay? His name's Matt Morgan. What a man. I love him. We're going to have a song. And then we'll get into the remaining time in the message. Like I said, we used to sing this song. I guess we sing it just about every time. After this guy wrote it, Truman Mulkey, Brother Truman Mulkey, church guy, a prophecy preacher from somewhere over in Georgia, and we heard the song, fell in love with it. I called him, and he says, it's not my song. He says, it belongs to the Lord. It belongs to his work. Y'all take it and use it. And so we sang it. As long as we're faith walkers, right along with Vision of Heaven and Come On Over to the Window Side and all these others. We sang this one song. I want you to hear it and listen to James do a wonderful job on the rapture.
I woke up this morning and things were so different. I called for my family, but they were all gone. They were gone. I looked out my window across the street. I saw my neighbor. She was crying.
And we're back. I know you, what did he say? I woke up this morning. Things were so different. Called for my loved ones. They were all gone. Looked out the window across the street and saw my neighbor crying for her husband who never came home. He was gone. He was gone. Went down to the church house. It was oh so cold and lonely. Just a few left, but the saints, they were gone. Saints, the singers. Some places there won't be a lot of change. That's pitiful. That's one of the things that I and we, you ministers, need to be praying more and more and more and more about. Because God is going to bring judgment on ministers especially that have not fed the flock, have not, for some reason, whether it was church pride, church doctrine, whatever the reason, well, we can't preach that. We'll just you've got to take it all. You better take it all. And we as ministers had better give it all. Give it all. Give it all. The rapture, the wonderful thing. Matthew 24 is where that's taken from. Matthew 24. I was in John the 4th chapter only because of what Brother Ricky said before they left. Salvation is of the Jew. Jesus told the woman at the well, oh God, I love it. I love everything about what happened because one thing, it justifies me. It justifies me being able to be here to do what I'm doing and to see these results like that wonderful guy, that guy calling in, on a Monday night. Well, come to find out, I just checked with Matt, and on Wednesday nights, or Wednesday afternoon at 3:30, I believe he said 3:30, my program is rebroadcast. So anybody that misses it on Sunday the 5th at 5, Sunday at 5, it's replayed at 3:30 on Wednesday afternoon, so you can catch it all there. But Jesus saith unto her, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither worship in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem. Worship the Father. You worship, you know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jew. It was designed, it was formed, it was put in plan. They rejected or lost. Whatever. They're still waiting. They're still waiting for that Messiah. And need to tell you just a little bit about what to expect. Chapter 24 of Matthew. Start with the third verse. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? See, Jesus had told them in verse 2, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. That's just how devastating and unbridled, vicious stuff that's going to be taking place in this land, here in America, over there, all over. And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed, and no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, the beginning of Odin, O-D-I-N, which is his description of what will be taking place, the frequency of things, the intensity. So that's where they get the word Odin. It refers to a woman's pregnancy, because she gets little bumps, and then later it's rough. Nothing that you and I could put up with, mister. Probably. We probably would be able to bear up. But they do, because that's the way God designed it. But keep in mind, please pray, please. Nothing in this 24th verse, chapter. And we use it, and we preach it, and they preach it, and everybody, and it's misleading. There is not one sign that needs to be fulfilled before the rapture takes place. These signs that Jesus mentioned and everything is talking about the second coming, when he shall come back. When the rapture takes place, he's not coming back and set his feet on Mother Earth and terra firma and everything. We will meet him in the air, and there we will be with him while all this devastation and everything is going on down here. Abomination of desolation and the great tribulation that's going to be taking place on this earth today. All these things. We're getting a precursor of them today. You'd be an idiot, you'd be a fool not to realize, not to know that. He says, but as the days of Noah, but of the 36th verse, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, not the angels of heaven, not Jesus, not even him, but my Father only. Only. That's the way it is and the way it's going to be, and that's the way, if you really believe and adhere to Christianity's teaching, that's the way it should be. Oh, there's signs. There's signs. I've read a few of them. You should hear of wars and rumors of war. Have we got that? It says to be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. Nation shall rise against nation. We got that. Kingdom against kingdom. Yeah. Saudi Arabia is one of the few remaining kingdoms. And they're in opposition against even their own brothers. There should be famines and have we got famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places? That means anywhere and all over. We lived up there on Valley Head Road when not Valley Head Road, Highway 11, but almost into Hammondville. We lived about 2 miles south down there on 11. And when that earthquake hit this area, why, there's a big old massive hole came up in the ground straight across in front of us in pasture down there. I kidded my friend up in Lenore City. I told him, I said, don't fly. You've been promising to come down here and you're going to fly down so me and you can go up and we can fly around and I can get reacquainted and I can get, yeah. Well, don't land in my pasture across the road. It's not mine anyhow. Don't land in the pasture across the road from my house because there's a big gaping hole over there. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days they were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, married and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. But that's for his return, where he will come back to Mother Earth, and his feet shall be planted on the Mount of Olives. Then let them which are in Judea see these things. We wonder, why can't we know? You don't have to know. We know what the signs are. We know what has to take place. We know that there's got to be a temple. There's got to be worship going on. That will tell you that it can't be now, that the rapture has to take place first. And there'll be 7 years, 3.5 years of rough stuff, and then good grief, God Almighty, terrible devastation and tribulation like has never been known and never ever will be. The Jew will be faked. They've been faked out and misled and by themselves, yes. But they're over there right now preparing for the Messiah who already came. Who already came, and they denied him and they killed him. They killed him. But he's coming back. He's coming back. Set up a kingdom here on earth. And we'll be in heaven. All that time that y'all are so worried about, you're going to be up there in heavens somewhere, wherever God got it planned, partaking in the rapture, in the feast of the Lord. My Lord, my Lord. Oh God, what hope. See, He's got it. I mean, that's what everybody says when somebody gets out of the way and the things going through things. God's got this. Those 3 words ought to be enough for you and I to know that God is in control. That what you look and see and you moan and groan and moan and about, God's got it. God's got it. I know we're all going through some terrible times, but like I'm talking about Matt, get on your knees. Some of you haven't done that. We've got to pray for him that he gets a final, done with this thing, whatever it is, because God does things complete. And that's what we want. That's what we're asking. And that's what we're decreeing in the name of Jesus Christ our Lord. It's good to be with you for another Sunday. I got about a minute. I think, as far as I know, we'll be back with you next week. I'm gonna pick up the pace. If you know what I mean, I'm going to have to pick up the pace. I feel like, especially from last week, that I failed the Lord in not being here at the appointed hour, and I'm going to make up for that. I ask your prayers in that respect, and since our time is all gone, for this Sunday, we'll see you next Sunday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Till then, God bless you. Is our prayer. Amen.